This episode of Boss Rush After Dark is brought to you by, well, you. If you want to learn how to support our family of podcasts, head over to patreon.com/bossrushmedia or search for us on the Patreon app on your smart device. Thanks for helping us build something better.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Boss Rush After Dark, the alternative podcast show for the Boss Rush Network. It's your boy, LeRon Dawkins. And as always, my wonderful co-hosts are back with me tonight. Hey, Stephanie, what's up? Good evening. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing okay. Sorry. My brain has been buffering all night. Works.
Oh, yeah?
I'm struggling to keep ahead and surviving, but all's good. I am struggling a little bit because a lot of Tears of the Kingdom reviews and write and stuff, like, I guess the embargo ended today, so I'm trying to stay away from all that. And
I hope the embargo ended because, God, Star Wars Jedi Survivor is catching it right now.
Yeah,
that game looks great.
But doing okay. My son wants to make a video game now.
Hey, aspirations, right?
Yeah, I gave him a notebook and he's filling it in with ideas. It's called Ray of Strongness, apparently, and
Ray of Strongness. I like the title.
It's got elements of Mario, Zelda, and Minecraft because those are the games that he's been either watching or playing.
Okay,
Nailed it.
Yep.
All right, Corey, what's up, dude?
I'm doing great. I'm feeling really good the last week and a half. So I'm feeling really good because I've changed my diet a little bit. I have decreased my my caffeine intake.
Mm-hmm.
I've been drinking a lot more water. I've ended my snacking. And at work on lunch, I've been taking little walks. And I've lost 12 pounds so far. And I feel great.
Congratulations.
So,
what's the secret behind the snacking thing? Because that's a problem for me.
So it's really hard at work because our conference room has a literal cabinet full of snacks like Pringles and chocolate stuff and drinks and like nut packages and like those rice cake things and just all kinds of snacks. And like I'm used to going in there. Oh, look, we restocked the cheddar Pringles. I'm gonna have one of those. Oh, one of those little mini cans isn't enough. I'm gonna waltz right back in there and get another one.
Stephanie.
Oh, sour cream and onion.
Stephanie, should I ask Corey the question?
Yes.
What happened to those Yeti mugs that you were talking about? Like, I thought, sure, Stephanie and I were going to be getting one for like Christmas last year.
Oh, I mean, I have a ton. Do you want one? Send them to you.
What colors and what styles are they?
Well, they are black Yeti mugs, and they say scale computing on them and bright silver. And we have like 20 of them because when they came in, some of them were scratched, and we could not give them to our influencers at the events because some of them had scratches on them. And scratches, I mean they are barely visible tiny scuffs.
So, Stephanie, Corey is going to give us the irregulars. You see that, right?
Yeah, the rejects. Yeah, I see.
Hey! I still want one.
We don't keep the nice ones. We give away the nice ones.
Yeah, I hear you. Okay? Give away a nice one to us. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm not in charge of that. Okay. I am the podcast and video producer. I'm the live stream monitor, and I am the social media person. Okay. I am not in charge of handing out the dented or scuffed or whatever mugs. Okay. I'm trying real hard. Okay. I'm trying real hard. By the way, event going to Boston at the end of May. and I may or may not be going.
Well,
the event is happening.
Can you pause that for a second so I can give away the information for who our guest is on the show tonight?
True. Yeah, you're going on a tangent. Still didn't answer my question, by the way.
Dude. All right. Well, before Corey gets on a tear real fast, I just want to go ahead and introduce a special guest that we have tonight here. This guy comes to us direct from Devolver Digital. He's part of community outreach there. He's also a voice actor. Please welcome to Boss Rush After Dark, the one, the only, JM Specht. Hey, what's up, dude?
Not much, chilling, podcasting, living the life.
Yes,
that's the life that's worth living, right?
Give us a voice. Give us your best voice. What is your best voice? I guess I should say.
You put him on the spot, man.
I did. I really did.
What a strange thing to attempt to quantify. Yeah, I don't know what the best would be. How would I define the best?
Do it.
Least human. There we go. That's I mean, I can't.
How about while he's thinking, because I do feel bad. Can you provide me your best Boston accent?
Boston. What is it? Wicked smart.
Yeah, wicked smart.
Yeah, wicked smart. Yeah, no, we had a real problem when we would go to Boston to do PAX East because all of us would end up with these Boston accents and it would get real fucking annoying, you know? Like, we're all just like, oh, yeah, wicked, cool, yeah, wicked. And then like, for weeks after the show, we're all like, wicked smart, and it's just real tough.
Wicked pisser.
Where'd you park your car? One time I was walking around Boston. I was walking around PAX before it was set up, and I was wearing a bunch of brightly colored things. I had a bright hat and a bright shirt and a bright jacket and a bright scarf. I don't know. I'm a brightly colored fellow. And I'm walking by, and some Teamster sitting at a half set up booth looks over me and he goes, "You got enough colors?" Just like,
I love it.
Yes, thank you.
You should have asked him for more.
I know. I mean, he was gray as gray could be, a beige man.
What a sad, boring life.
A boring man.
Drab.
As I sit here in my black t-shirt and a gray hat.
Drab.
I know, man. Bring some color to it.
Look, LeRon, we already made that race joke once. You know, my pink skin goes better with a black shirt. Your black skin goes better with the pink shirt. Okay, we made that joke.
You're right.
We're brothers.
Okay. All right. Now that I terribly interrupted you earlier, go ahead and finish your thought, man.
I just want to know how Corey finished snacking. That's all I wanted to know.
Yeah.
It takes an incredible amount of willpower to not, especially because like my office is literally, so the way
he took up cigarettes is what he did.
I'm a real heavy smoker. LeRon, I need you to go down to the grocery store and get me some smokes and some Slim Jims and a Diet Pepsi because I need something to wash those down with.
Damn, I was waiting for him to ask me to go get a gallon of milk because that was going to be my way out. Wow! I stopped him. Wow.
So the way our one hallway at our office is set up is like right when you walk in the front door to the right is our conference room, our main conference room, and that's where all the snacks are. But then like right down the hallway, my office is right next to the conference room, and then the recording studio is kind of in between there, and so it's real easy for me to go down the hallway from my office, make a right to go to the bathroom, and as I'm making my way back to the office, I make a little stoppy stop right there, and then a little chippy chip station, and be like, you know, do I want Cheez-Its or sour cream and onion today? I don't know. Just saying, Cheez-Its though.
See, now you got me. I'm on Pinterest right now looking at food. Thanks.
Mm-hmm. You're welcome.
If I was the embodiment of one of the 7 deadly sins, it would be hands down gluttony. I'm just such a glutton. I love food. I want to eat all the food, roll around in all the food oh gosh, I love food.
Mm-hmm. I've also been
favorite deadly sins.
So gluttony, sloth. like being lazy.
Yeah,
Sloth.
I feel like I'm very close on the sloth scale, but definitely gluttony.
I don't even know if I know what they are, so I have to look them up.
Well, there's
gluttony, sloth, wrath, envy, pride, lust, and something about hats. I want to say something about bad hats.
Bad hats.
Bad hats.
Oh,
Having bad hats.
That's me.
Pride, envy, gluttony,
I don't know. I looked up 7 Deadly Sins, and I got an anime. I got a Netflix show.
What?
Nobody's very biblical anymore, I guess. Let's see.
I guess lust can be kind of an wissue, but I really probably won't want to elaborate on that.
It's been a long time since I've experienced that, actually, like
Lust?
in a real way. I don't know. And this isn't just me talking out of my ass because I'm married. I'm just saying, like, I really have not like yeah, okay, I find this person attractive or whatever, but like I'm not like scrolling there on the internet for 3 hours looking at pictures of this person. Oh my gosh, I wish this one, you know what I mean? It's just like,
you don't
whatever.
need 3 hours. You just need a minute or 2.
So I guess that's fair.
Anyway, how about you, JM?
Probably too much envy. Big fan of lust and wrestle with pride.
Yeah, pride's a tough one. It can be pretty
especially
insidious.
when I'm so fucking excellent. And
it's hard to be man on top. That's what she said.
Oh god.
All right, so basically
in that answer.
All right, so basically, for people that may not be all hip on the Bible, but might know a few things about life, like basically you've got lust, gluttony, greed, sloth, wrath, envy, and pride. Lust is defined as a strong passion or longing for something, but especially sexual desires. Key for this show, apparently. Gluttony, as the Oxford Dictionary defines it, gluttony is habitual greed or an excess in eating.
Num.
Now, greed is one of the biggest sins the Bible writes about. The sin is defined as an intense and selfish desire for something, especially wealth, power, or food.
Greed can fuck off. All the greed people can fuck off.
Yeah.
All the greed people can fuck off. Sorry, are you allowed to say that the greed people can fuck off on your show?
Oh, hell yeah. Oh,
okay.
They can fuck right the fuck off.
The show is called After Dark, and the logo is literally a silhouette of a sexy lady. So you can say whatever you want on the show.
Oh, I'm just kidding.
Well, I mean, I don't know if it's like boss rush, like you're rushing to the boss to like tell him how great he is at, instituting child labor policies.
Yeah, sloth is the reluctance to work or make an effort. Wow, like that could be me. Yeah. That could be me, honestly. Wrath is strong anger and hate towards another person. Another person. Why's it gotta be specifically a person? Because there's things that will get my wrath that are not even like personified. You know what I mean?
I get wrath when I drive through Boston. Does that count?
Oh god,
that's
it does.
I guess yeah.
That's road wrath.
Yeah, road wrath. Perfect. Oh, I'm sorry, Paxel.
Envy is an intense desire for something another person owns. I don't really suffer from this, a lot actually. I'm kind of one of those people that is like, oh, it's good that person got that. Whereas I don't really suffer from envy that much. Pride, though. Having pride is a view of oneself that does not regard another person.
Oh,
that might be me sometimes. And then to sum it all up, the cure for sin is Jesus Christ. So there you go.
You like grind them into a powder or something?
Oh, maybe.
Do you guys allow sacrilege on this show?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. Cool. Snacks.
We got to sacrilege from snacks. Oh, because
snackrillage.
More for food.
Snackrillage.
Snackrillage.
But what were we talking? Oh, we were talking about me. Speaking
She
of,
kept asking you how you didn't snack, and you
Yeah.
kept describing the process by which you
I did.
snacked. Your former
I did.
process
and now
by
you
which
just-
you
so
I'm
She's like, how do you not
salivating.
snack? And you're like, I walk
No.
by the room and I look at
So,
the chips, and the chips
I
look
do.
at me.
So that happened to me today. So we recorded our news show,
He's doing it again.
our YouTube news show today, and I went to the bathroom after we recorded, and I stopped at the conference room, and I looked at that shelf, and I'm like, don't do it. And then I turned left and went to my office.
Did you say it out loud?
I did, kind of.
Nice.
I was like, I like stopped. I stopped, and I looked in there. I'm like, I literally took a deep breath. I was like, don't do it. And then I just kept walking. That was it. Very dramatic. Very.
Sometimes it's what you got to do.
Mm-hmm.
We have that high pitched piano music playing something dramatic and slow.
Just like 2 notes. Yeah. Like dun, dun.
Yeah. He gets it. So, yeah, but it's really just like a force of sheer willpower of like not to snack, and I have also been kind of counting calories a little bit, not too much, but like, let's say I traded out spicy nuggets from Wendy's to a salad with some turkey on it, some fresh sliced turkey on it, those things, those changes. I went from like sausage links with my eggs to just an extra egg, to cut out the sodium, and some egg whites and mixed it up, that type of thing.
Nice.
And then usually whatever my wife makes for dinner, I'll eat. Although she made chicken salad sandwiches the other night on croissants, and I said, as much as I really want this, I'm watching what I'm eating, so I have to pass. And I appreciate that you made dinner like you always do. I didn't say any of that. I'm like, I'm gonna have some.
I was about to say she probably went upside your head.
No, I did say I appreciate her making dinner, but I didn't say any of that other stuff. So
did you? But you still didn't eat it. You just said you
I
appreciate it, and then just like sat with food on the plate and stared at her while she
Yeah.
ate.
Yeah.
Power move.
She's like, I'll eat it for lunch tomorrow. I'm like, great. I don't have to feel as bad because you have lunch tomorrow. So I'm thinking about her. So, but yeah, I'm tired of being fat. I'm tired of my clothes not fitting right. I want to.
Those are good things to be tired of, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Look, I have a really nice pair of jeans that I haven't really been. I can squeeze into them, but they're very uncomfortable, and I want to be comfortable in my jeans again. So I kept a pair of my old super fat jeans, but they're like.
You kept them as a reminder, right?
No, I kept them because I feel uncomfortable in my other jeans. And if I need to feel comfortable, I will put them on and just put my belt super tight.
Well, the whole pandemic working from home thing certainly hasn't helped me because I'm in my sweatpants 98% of my life now. So
it's fair.
So comfy.
It really is.
I put on jeans for this, by the way.
Yeah, you look fabulous. Just shows off all the right. Almost hit all the right curves, but that's not appropriate.
Oh, jeez.
I'm sorry. I'm tired.
Speaking of clothing, that shirt you're wearing, is that available? Because I really want it.
I don't know.
No,
you could go to merch.devolverdigital.com and see if it's available. We had them at PAX
Dang
East. It. We might have them again at PAX West. Yeah, you should come by and say hello at the PAXs too. If y'all are ever at the
I was intimidated by the 3-mile long line while I was there. I was like, no.
Oh, yeah. Well, just to say howdy, there's no line.
Okay.
Howdy.
I don't
Sometimes
see
there's
it.
a line.
I don't, but I see this really cool shirt with a bird with a spiked bat on it.
Oh, yeah. That's the Devolver Athletic Club. It's a new line of clothing that a couple people at the Devolver spearheaded, and they're actually really good. And those shorts look really good.
Oh, those gym shorts? Those gym shorts?
My lady regularly demands.
Are they 5-inch or 7-inch inseam? Do you know? Actually, I can click on it and find out.
Yeah, I think there's different sizes.
There's a Cult of the Lamb pillow.
Oh yeah, the Cult of the Lamb pillow just came out.
It's a long little roly-poly pillow.
He's long boy. Yeah.
I love it. Sorry, keep talking.
No, I'm just searching at the.
Look at our merch.
Toys and figures.
Maybe you could have voiced Ganondorf. That was a very good bad guy laugh.
Thanks. I have a pretty good bad guy laugh. A pretty good Joker laugh.
Do it.
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 Oh wow, that is good.
He did it.
Oh my gosh. You've caught my cat's attention, and I'm wearing headphones.
That was probably blasted out the microphone, so that's probably going to sound absolutely terrible.
It's fine. Good. Let them.
Good luck editing, Corey.
Sorry about that.
I'm leaving it in. It's going to be full blast. So I'm actually going to turn it up at that point.
Please, no, don't hurt anybody's ears. I feel bad. I got to do a Joker for a friend's project called How to Batman, where he would dress as Batman and do these videos on like how to dress for a job interview. And I got to be the Joker in his How to Deal with a Bully episode. This is like 10 years ago, but I'm still very proud of that Joker.
Nice.
Batman animated series Joker is my favorite Joker.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Kevin Conroy.
Yeah. Mask of the Phantasm is actually my favorite Batman movie.
It's an amazing movie.
It's a good movie. Yeah.
It's so good. And I've got two solid reasons. Since we're doing a podcast, I'll just talk about them. One,
do it.
Bruce Wayne is super fucking sad. Okay, so I don't actually like The Dark Knight. And one of the things I don't like about it is that like Batman is like, Harvey Dent will change this town and make it better. And then I can stop being Batman and you can be my girlfriend. And it's really dumb. But in like Mask of the Phantasm, he finds this woman that like he loves and like they have this wonderful thing. And like then there's like a scene of him weeping in front of his parents' grave, begging them to let him not be Batman anymore. And he says, I never thought I could have been happy. And that's just so important to the character, I think, because he's not like, he doesn't do it for fun. He does it because it's compulsive and it's a need. And he's like, he's got the guilt. And the second scene is at the scene where the Joker is fighting the Phantasm and the Joker reaches behind him and there's a knife and there's a fish. And then the Joker hits the Phantasm with a fish because the Joker is likewise unable to do the thing that would be smart and end the fight. He has to do what's funniest. And that's like, it's like, he doesn't have a choice. He can't win because there's a funnier option. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Mind blown.
Yeah.
If you want to be a Patreon producer, head on over to Patreon, patreon.com/BossRushMedia, and find out which tier is right for you. Our Patreon producers at the $5 tier or higher for this month are Adriel Munger, Austin Campbell, Celeste Roberts, Christian S., Sana Dierig, Francisco Santillan, and Rebecca Jewell. Thank you for your continued support. Your Bruce Talk.
My Bruce Talk.
Yeah, well, that was fun.
We covered a lot of random stuff.
We did. I mean, we did. Yeah.
Can
Crazy.
Can I suggest?
No. Yeah.
Because this is going to come out in May, right? Because May is literally a week away.
Yes.
Oh God.
Can we briefly?
This will come out to patrons this Saturday. So whatever that is, it's April 29th, but it'll be free for everyone in May.
I was going to say, like, if we want, May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and we could just quickly do a round robin of maybe some cool video games that talk about mental health and spread mental health awareness.
Yes.
Dead Space remake.
Huh. What?
Dead Space.
Oh yeah, the trauma. Sorry. I knee-jerk reaction. I just thought of the necromorphs. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Actually, okay, so honestly, the remake does a better job than Dead Space 1 does, because Dead Space 1 is all. The original Dead Space was all about scaring the hell out of us, but by the time we get to Dead Space 2 is actually a what do they call it? A moratorium? I think that's what they call it. On grief and trauma. Because, like, like, spoiler alert, for anyone who's never played the original game and not played the remake, like, Isaac Clarke goes to the Ishimura to find out, to like, rescue / find out what's going on with his girlfriend, and she is dead. She is dead. But some cool things about the Dead Space remake, more spoilers for you guys, is that in the remake, it actually makes sense of those times when Isaac actually does see Nicole, and it actually appears that she's helping him out. Apparently, that's Dr. Elizabeth Cross, who was in a relationship with Jacob Temple on the Ishimura, and while Isaac is looking for Nicole, Elizabeth is looking for Jacob, and Jacob is looking for Elizabeth. So basically, there's that whole thing going on. So in times when Isaac is running across Nicole in the game, like, and she's actually helping him out, that's actually Elizabeth Cross, but his mind is so screwed up from the marker that he's actually seeing who he wants to see, and that's Nicole. At the same time, Elizabeth is seeing him, Isaac, and thinking that's Jacob. So it all comes around full circle in the final chapter and everything, where something happens, it breaks both him, Isaac, and Elizabeth out of their dementia, and they realize they've been helping different people out. And it's wild, and it's because they're trying to wrap their head around the trauma that's been going on with them on the Ishimura. So then Dead Space 2, which I'm pretty sure is going to get a remake, that whole game basically is talking about, it basically shows Isaac going through the steps of grief, denial, acceptance, and finally moving on. And that happens throughout I want to say Dead Space 2 had 14 chapters. I can't remember for sure. I'm a little foggy on that. I'm just waiting for the remake at this point. I don't feel like I need to go back and play the original game, even though I do love the original game. It's my favorite in this whole series. But there you go. Like, Dead Space is Dead Space 1 and 2, if you put them all together, it's basically a moratorium about grief and trauma and, depression and all that stuff, because Isaac is definitely a depressed man in Dead Space 2. He does. He gets to a point where he stops the next necromorph outbreak in the second game, but he literally just wants to die.
Brutal.
I still don't know if I should to play it, though.
I should do a retrospective on Dead Space for my YouTube channel.
Maybe you should do it. Maybe you should. Maybe you should.
I guess we have to record content.
Yeah, you would have to do that. I would shout out. I know this is kind of over.
Are you about to say Celeste?
Nope, overly popular. No, because I figured somebody else would say Celeste at some point. But Hellblade, the original Hellblade.
That's a good one.
Yep, that's what I was going to say. So now I got to change my answer.
Sorry.
No.
I think that game is incredible, especially if you're wearing headphones, which the game prompts you to do at the very beginning. It really makes you feel for her as you play the game, right? And like experiencing that type of psychosis is really scary. And even in a video game where you can take your headphones off and walk away and not experience that, like, there are people that do experience that and can't take their brain out of their head, and it's really sad, because I'm sure a lot of these kind of mental health cases probably lead to suicide or something like that. I would not be shocked to see the statistics on that. But it's a very powerful game. Senua is a very interesting and compelling character and story. I really hope Hellblade 2, as incredible as that game looks, I hope they stick to the core of what made that first game so special and not try to make it something like, there's a lot of rumors that it might be God of War-esque, or
I'm very nervous about it myself.
And they get away from the mental health thing and make it their kind of action game, whatever, because Xbox's portfolio needs that. But I really hope they stick with that, because that's super important to that character and that story. And I have theories about that game, but we'll save it for another podcast, because I actually think my theory is that all of even the Celtic stuff in the first adventure is like all in her head, and there's actually like she's in the hospital or a mental institution trying to deal with this, and this is how she deals with it, is making up these stories. Uh, but I just hope Microsoft sticks, or Ninja Theory doesn't take this Microsoft money and say, hey, let's make a huge action game out of it. Not that they're bad at that, but this isn't the franchise to do that with, you know?
You could do her like Rambo. You're like afraid they'll do her like Rambo, where Rambo First Blood is about a guy dealing with like the trauma of being a soldier in the Vietnam War. And then Rambo 2 is like, we need you to go to Vietnam and kill people. And he's like, that's the cure. And like,
yeah. And then Rambo 3 rolls around and he's literally running around oiled up with like,
yeah. You know. And it's just like, this isn't what this story was about.
Right. But yeah, Hellblade is a must play. It's on PlayStation 4, it's on Xbox, it's on Game Pass, PC. It's even on Switch.
That's right, it is. It's in VR too.
Yeah. Is it? It's
yeah.
Like, what?
At least on Steam.
Wow.
So that experience would be.
I wouldn't do it.
No.
Pass.
The only VR game I want to play is this kayaking sim because the graphics look pretty and peaceful. Good for your mental health, maybe. Well, I'm not going to maybe state the obvious of Celeste, even though that's a great game for those who have not played it. But Jam, you might be familiar with this game. Maybe, I'm not sure. It's a little game called Gree.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Yeah, just
fantastic.
I
think I've heard of that.
Yeah, it addresses a young woman suffering through all emotions of losing someone, and the color scheme of every level and what I actually like felt the emotion at the core of my chest. Really powerful and amazing. So something that I feel like mental health awareness, you might want to give Gree a try. I did not play this game, but it's on my to play list, and it's called Omori. It came out a couple years ago, and you play as this boy, and you swap between like two alternate worlds. One is his dream world, and one is reality. And the kid is like going through some issues, and you have to help him get through that. So I kind of have that on my list to play. But those were two that I can think of. Maybe Night in the Woods a little bit.
Oh my god.
I really love Night in the Woods. It's a lot of fun, and it's definitely it's a unique game, unique premise. I don't know, I just think it low key, deals with relatable struggles that we go through as we grow up and try to adult.
The climax of Night in the Woods, where she's going off about like all the problems in this world are like so huge, and most of them have been going on since before we were born, and it's like, how do I even like comprehend this fucking situation?
Yep. And those dream sequences that you play through gives that she has, gives me the chills. So
love that game. We all took both of my answers because I was going to say Hellblade, which is incredible, and then Grease was my backup answer.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's a really wonderful game, and I guess I'll share. We were at just since I'm from Devolver, I remember we were at the first time I saw anything about it. We were at TwitchCon, and it was me and Nigel and some of the Dodge Roll was there, I think. The Enter the Gungeon guys and a few other people. And I remember Nigel pulls out his phone and starts showing us Grease, and he starts showing us the pitch deck, and he shows us like some of the gameplay, and just I don't know how many of us. I know I was just emotional from that. I was like, oh wow, and just all of us were like, and I remember there's like, yeah, we're not sure if we're gonna do it. It's like, we should do it. We should totally do this. What an incredible game. Yeah, really beautiful.
Yeah, I just appreciate that more modern games are willing to build around mental health themes, whether it's directly involved or just as an aside, because video games have a lot to offer as a medium, as an art, so to speak. I mean, I'm a millennial and I grew up with the late 80s, early 90s video games, and there's nothing wrong with that either. Not at all. But the fact that we can evolve and now incorporate, really deep themes, it's just very powerful and impactful. And there have been video games that got me through some tough times too. So
Yeah, that'd be a good topic. I don't know if we actually did that before. Games that got us through tough times. That'd be a great topic to tackle
yeah,
on the show one day.
that's perfect. If I give just like a super quick example, it's a very short game, but I love it. Florence, I think that's Annapurna, right?
Yeah, that is.
Florence is, I love how kind of easy it was, but it really got me through a breakup because, well, kind of had to do with a budding, loving relationship that unfortunately didn't work out. So you kind of experience the highs and the lows through it.
That game was beautiful.
Yeah, Twilight Princess is that game for me, but that's a long story for another day. I love that game though, Twilight Princess, for the win. I know people don't like it.
Do they not?
All you people out there, but it's
No.
okay to be wrong.
Twilight Princess is great. I don't like what's her face, the kind of female love interest, so to speak, or romantic interest. What's her name? What's her face?
Not Midna.
Zelda?
No,
Midna?
no, the chief's
red-haired
daughter.
girl from the beginning.
What?
I don't remember it. I remember I could turn into a dog, and that was the best part.
Yes, that's the part that.
And then you could take that dog and put it in Breath of the Wild.
You can what? Are you saying they ought to do?
If you have the amiibo.
Oh, really?
You can scan the amiibo into Breath of the Wild, and then you get a dog companion that looks like the wolf from Twilight Princess.
That's cool.
It's amazing. It's the best. So,
Ilia. Ugh, yuck. Ilia, the most two-dimensional, flat, romantic love interest. But everything else, Twilight Princess, great.
She's not really a love interest though.
She's in
maybe not for you, but for Steph, there was some passion.
I think Steph was playing a different game. Man, Twilight Princess, man, what a gem! It's one of 3 games I still have my Wii U hooked up for. Not that I'll go back and play it anytime soon, but just in case.
Hopefully we'll get that port eventually.
Where are these ports to the Switch?
Well, it's not coming out anytime soon now.
I know.
Wasn't the Majora's Mask port not good?
Well, the Zelda games.
That was the one on DS, right?
No, I'm talking
for the Nintendo Switch Online.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I heard they initially were really glitchy and not wonderful. I believe they were patched and semi-okay now, but I haven't gone in to revisit that.
Yeah. What a... Man, Nintendo Switch Online expansion pass. Great deal. It's a great deal. Anyways. Great topics, guys. Good times. I feel bad because I feel like LeRon has only said like 5 words on this podcast.
Well, no. It's been great though. Like, I mean, it's great when all the moderation I have to do is just waiting for you guys to stop talking.
Oh, so you're just being lazy tonight, LeRon. I see how it is.
Sloth.
Sloth
for the whatever.
Thumbnail image, sloth.
Look at that. We just came full circle. Bada boom, bada boom.
Yeah. So by the way, today for fans of the of that movie franchise, today was Alien Day. So happy Alien Day. I know at least 2 of the people on the podcast with me are big weenies, so I won't even ask them what their favorite Xenomorph movie is. JM, how about you? Are you a fan of the Alien movies?
Oh yes. Yeah.
Oh, Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So out of the what was there now? 7 of them?
2.
Wait. Huh? I see what you did there. I see what you did
There are
there.
2.
Okay, so out of the 2, which one is your favorite?
No, so I personally, Alien is my favorite.
The original?
It's the most interesting. And I like my little like it's not fan theory, but whatever you want to call it. My little thought experiment is that the alien in the title is actually the company, and not the xenomorph. That the company is actually the alien presence that is the problem and the motivating factor for all the bad shit that happens.
I like that.
It's yeah, because you know all the bad things are because of the company.
Because of the company. You're damn right.
And it's also it's this may be getting a little too heavy, but it is a movie wherein the narrative is based on men being raped and impregnated against their will.
Yes.
Which is not often seen. And I think there's value in that type of horror being presented.
Yeah. So yeah, I saw the original Alien when I was a kid. Like, you know, like had no business fucking watching that movie, right? So like it scared me on a primordial level, basically.
Yeah.
But once I became an adult and realized the themes that were going on, like it really fucked with me then, because you know the body horror was all geared towards men. You know, as far as like, you know, like the. Come on, man. The thing wraps against your face and just basically like rapes your throat.
Mm-hmm.
That's one right there. And then in the span of 24 to maybe 96 hours, if you're lucky, like you wind up giving birth to something else's child.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
Yeah. Yeah. And trying to fight the thing off of you, it has its own wicked ass defense mechanism. So you might as well just let it happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, I too saw Alien as a child, but because my parents are huge sci-fi and horror folks, and I've said this before in previous After Darks, they had no problem me walking in, watching Aliens, Chucky, killer clowns from fucking Mars or space or whatever the fuck. So The Thing,
Mm-hmm.
okay?
I saw RoboCop in theaters.
Oh, RoboCop! Oh, you know what?
I
didn't realize how uncomfortable my parents must have felt because they took me to RoboCop when I was a kid. I don't even know how uncomfortable my parents must have felt, because that's a violent movie. That's a violent movie, and some fucked up shit happens in that movie too.
Yeah. What I still hold a grudge against my parents is they're okay with me watching Chucky rip people apart or whatever, aliens, clowns, whatever, body horror, but they would not let me watch Meet the Parents because it had PG-13 and I was 12 because of the sexual.
I don't understand.
They care more
because
about
the sexual themes.
The sexual themes, heaven forbid. Yet if I see heads getting ripped apart or chests bursting, that's totally fine.
Totally
Violence,
natural and normal part of human life.
Yeah.
America.
Unlike sex.
Yeah. Violence. Yay. Sex. Boo. Like what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's America, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
America.
Yeah, so out of the 2 Alien films, my favorite is the second one, and even though the second one was the one that actually gave me night terrors when I was young, I was young as fuck when I saw that one too. Gave me night terrors to the fact that, you know, like I have an irrational fear of washing my own hair in the shower now. Well, that's actually
got rid of all mine.
Well, that's actually because of the third Alien film. You remember when
the third movie? Yeah,
yeah. Remember when the doctor got hemmed up behind the examination curtain? Yeah, yeah, like that. Yeah, like I thank Ridley Scott, James Cameron, and all the other future directors of all the other Alien films for what they've done to me. You know, it's amazing. Yeah, but just a reminder, boys and girls, do not stick your face in something you have no idea what it is, because you will get your thrussie raped.
Oof. On that note,
it's time to go. I want to thank everyone for hanging out with us tonight for Boss Rush After Dark. JM, You are wonderful, man. We love you here. We love you here.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're
thanks.
welcome back anytime.
You're a good sport.
Yeah. Ah, shucks.
All
I'm
right.
happy to come back and talk about Hellblade when the Hellblade time comes.
Yeah.
Or
Hellblade. Or what?
You could be on that book club game or book club episode.
Book club.
Yeah.
I'm sure
all
that'll
right,
be
everyone.
5 years
As
from
usual, this has been Boss Rush After Dark, the alternative podcast show for the Boss Rush Network, where we talk about all the stuff that's not quote unquote content appropriate for the other anchor parts of the network. So there's that. If you want to find good wholesome content, you've got Pal Block, you've got Crossroads, you've got actually Tower Casual is not part of it, but I will roll it in there tonight anyway. And things like that. For all you new listeners out there, check our show notes. Whether you're listening to us on the podcast side or you're checking us out on YouTube, you'll find all the information for how to get in contact with us, and also what to do as far as Patreon goes. On behalf of my co-host tonight, I want to say thank you and good night, and we will see you next time from Boss Rush After Dark. Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.